Welcome to Global Journey, your go-to source for decoding the most significant global power shifts. In this feature, we explore a question sparking global curiosity: is Saudi Arabia turning away from the US in favor of China? Over the decades, the US-Saudi partnership has been deeply rooted in mutual interests, mainly oil and defense. However, as China's economic and diplomatic reach expands across the Middle East, some are wondering whether Saudi Arabia is reconsidering its long-standing alliance. Let's unpack the situation across 5 essential dimensions to uncover the real story. 1. A strategic balancing act. Saudi Arabia is tactically managing its relationships in today's multipolar global environment. Rather than choosing sides, Riyadh is engaging both East and West to serve its national interests. For example, its neutral stance on the Ukraine conflict, its invitation to BRICS in 2023, and its decision not to join US-led military campaigns against the Houthis all signal an independent foreign policy approach. The landmark China-brokered Saudi-Iran rapprochement in 2023 underscored Beijing's rising diplomatic influence. Meanwhile, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's Vision 2030 agenda drives Saudi Arabia toward economic transformation, where Chinese expertise in infrastructure and technology plays a significant role. 2. The enduring US-Saudi bond. Dating back to 1945 and formalized further through a 1951 Mutual Defense Pact, the Saudi-American relationship has long been foundational in international geopolitics. The US has historically provided defensive support in return for stable oil flows priced in US dollars, giving rise to the petrodollar system. As of 2025, over 2,700 US troops are stationed in Saudi Arabia, supported by air bases and military infrastructure. Saudi Arabia's 2024 request for a formal US defense treaty further proves Riyadh's reliance on Washington, especially in deterring threats from regional rivals like Iran. 3. China's expanding economic footprint. Since formal ties were established in 1990, China and Saudi Arabia's economic engagement has surged. By 2024, bilateral trade reached $107.53 billion, with Saudi Arabia supplying China with over 78 million tons of crude oil, making it Beijing's largest oil provider. China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, complements Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, sparking collaboration in infrastructure, digital technology, and energy sectors. China has played a central role in developing railways and 5G networks, and Saudi Arabia has reciprocated with over $35 billion in investments into Chinese ventures. 4. Defense dynamics and security considerations. Security is a decisive factor in Saudi Arabia's foreign alignments. While the US continues to be Riyadh's main security ally, China is emerging as an alternative supplier of military equipment. Since the 1980s, Saudi Arabia has procured Chinese missile systems such as the CSS-2 and CSS-5. Reports in 2021 even indicated Chinese involvement in Saudi ballistic missile production. Joint military exercises like naval drills in 2019 and 2023 and drone acquisitions also point to growing defense cooperation. 5. Strategic diversification, not a full shift. Saudi Arabia's actions reflect a strategy of diversification, not abandonment. With cultural, educational, and financial links still closely aligned with the West, such as the continued use of the US dollar for oil sales, and a currency pegged to the dollar, the kingdom remains economically anchored to the US. While Saudi students often pursue education in the United States and the UK, recent initiatives such as the 2023 Mandarin education requirement demonstrate an openness to broadening cultural horizons. Conclusion: playing both sides. Saudi Arabia is not making a clean break from the US nor embracing China as a sole partner. Instead, it's adopting a pragmatic dual engagement strategy, leveraging the economic dynamism of China while relying on US security support. While ties with China are accelerating, they remain complementary. The kingdom is simply maximizing its options in a changing global order. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to stay updated on global power shifts. See you in the next video on Global Journey.